Welcome back to the Dr. Glidden Show. Kick off your shoes and put on your swim fins. It's going to be a great show. Now, Dr. Glidden was up extremely late last night. He was a guest on Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie taking calls. He was on for about 2 hours. It was a really great show. I got to tell you, I'm a big Coast to Coast fan. I love hearing reports of pterodactyl sightings, interdimensional portals, Sasquatches. There's a ridiculous side to everything, and it seems like we as humans are we're just drawn to it. It's really strange, but either way, it's cool. I got my co-host online here. He was raised by cannibals on the island of Lesbos, bitten by a radioactive woodchuck, built the pyramids. If he had any friends, they'd call him Master Yoda. Around here, we call him Mike in Ottawa. How you doing, Mike?
Well, I'm a little bit disappointed that you just gave up all the information about my upcoming biography, but or I guess autobiography, sorry. But, you know, spoilers aside, hi.
All right, Mike, we've already got Sally in Nevada, Teresa in Texas, Derek in Indiana, loaded phone lines, which I'm very happy to see. And you're probably wondering to yourself, why should I listen to these guys? Well, the fact is, I am a longtime listener of Dr. Glidden, Dr. Wallach, Ben Fuchs, great men in their own right. And I also happen to inhabit a human body which is prone to having problems all the time. So years ago, I started looking for an edge on my own health and the health of the people around me. I got really tired of relying on so-called Western medicine, or, you know, I guess you would call it the orthodoxy, because it wasn't doing me any good. And since that time that I, you know, basically turned away from it, I've experienced really positive things in my own health. And so I buckled down, I studied, I looked into this more and more, got to know Dr. Glidden. We became friends. And the reason that Dr. Glidden does what he does is because he wants to make a way that you can get an edge on your health as well. Because there's certain people out there, believe it or not, that have empathy for people that they've never even met. I don't like to see people hurting. I don't like to see you unnecessarily carrying around the burden of poor health when there are actually simple ways to get around it. Now, that being said, the reason that we're here is because we're always looking for that edge. And it can be made easy, but there can be little tricks along the way. And the more knowledge that you have, and the more that you can add into your little bag of tricks, you can get your own health back, and you can help your family. I'm continually talking to people that they have problems with their children, and they would give everything that they had to help them. Well, the fact is, you don't have to. It's out there. You can do it. Now, last Sunday was, Monday was Thanksgiving here in Canada. That's right. I am in the western part of Canada, the province of Alberta. Mike's in Ottawa. And just stick around, callers. I'm going to get to you. But so I go and I pick up a newspaper because my family's coming over for turkey dinner. And I've got it right here. Hear that? That's a newspaper. So I go through this newspaper. Page 31 of the Edmonton Sun. Listen to this. And this is just the headline, okay? I want to talk about this for the first segment here before we get to callers. Don't skip the flu shot just because it missed the mark last year. That's a loaded statement. Goes on to say it's that time of year again, time for Canadians to think about getting that jab in the arm to protect themselves against the dreaded winter scourge, the flu. And while the makeup of last year's influenza vaccine missed the mark when it came to effectiveness, infectious disease experts say people shouldn't shy away from this season's shot based on that failure. Now, George W. Bush once said in a speech, there's an old saying, fooled me once, can't get fooled again. Well, he butchered it like he did a whole lot of other ones. And don't think I'm picking on Republicans because I quite honestly don't like any political party. I just don't. I'm an independent thinker. But it goes on to say that they missed the mark completely. The shot was completely ineffective. It didn't do anything for anybody. But I want to skip to the end of this article. Okay, this is the last paragraph. On average, an estimated 12,500 Canadians are admitted to hospital each year for complications arising from the flu, and 3,500 die. According to the Public Health Agency of Canada, 3,500. Oh, but you're supposed to be scared of guns, right? 3,500. And I bet you that number's way higher in the United States. But listen, I'm not against vaccine science per se. I mean, it is possible. I just think that it's a racket. It's a money-making racket. And there's a lot of evidence that it can actually hurt you. Mike sent me the inserts from, what was the name of that flu vaccine insert you sent me, Mike?
That one is called Flulavol. Flulavol is one of the common ones that we get here in Canada, which, I mean, it doesn't really change where you're getting it or, what the name of it is. They're all birds of a feather flock together, right? So,
right.
They're pretty close no matter which country you're in.
Well, it all comes from the WHO, really. I mean, Western medicine is so... Well, it's an overarching tyranny, really. I mean, it's an orthodoxy. I mean, whether you're, believing what they say or, hundreds of years ago, you're looking at the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel and listening to a priest ramble on in Latin. You're going to somebody and accepting at face value that they know something that you don't, and they're doing it for your own good, which, probably could not be further from the truth. And it's funny.
It's Nazi medicine, eh?
Go on. I'm intrigued.
So the majority of all the pharmaceutical companies actually started in World War II, and they were part of the Third and the Fourth Reich. And the modern medications, I mean, Bayer Pharmaceuticals is one of the main branches of IG Farben.
I was aware of that.
Yeah, and then you have Merck. Merck, one of their heads was a Nazi. What happened was after the Nuremberg trials, those mass murderers that were, charged with crimes against humanity and experimenting against people and, trying to do brain replacement surgeries. They would take a injured soldier and then they'd replace it with a brain of one of their own men, and the guy, dies of seizures and stuff. So all these weird things that happened during World War II, well, these guys ended up getting out of jail 6 years later, 6 years in jail.
They were brought over to the United States under Operation Paperclip.
Exactly, and they were all put in power. My idea is, if I fart the wrong way in public, I go to jail for 3 months. These guys killed massive amounts of people, but then they're put in control of the pharmaceutical companies, and they're put in control of things like NASA. All
agenda
Nazi medicine. Yep, it's pretty messed up. But anyway,
in the words of George Carlin, it's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Yeah, it's true. I love George Carlin. Too bad he's gone. But such a good guy.
Yeah, well, they got him. I think he was killed.
Probably. He would have been great to have as an interview on the show.
Would have. Well, we'll get a Ouija board, see if we can bring him up. Anyhow, just kidding. It's funny. I also want to talk about vegans a little bit today because Mike actually brought up some really funny stuff about vegans, and just tying into that, protein. Okay, if you don't want to get the flu or you want to lessen the severity of it, protein will boost your immune system. Okay, your immune system is made of protein and the almighty evil of all time, cholesterol. we're told. You need those things. And we're going to get into it a little bit deeper later on in the show. Right now, we're going to jump over to Sally in Nevada. Sally, how are you this morning?
Oh, I'm okay.
You're okay? Got something going on with your kidney?
Is this Dr. Glidden?
This is not Dr. Glidden. This is his fill-in host, Mike Phillip. But let's get into it here. I bet you I can help you out in some way.
Okay, my GFR is 47%, and my creatinine is 1.16, which is not bad. And I purchased Dr. Wallach longevity, the anti-aging start pack, and selenium. Will that affect my kidney?
No. Okay, listen. When you say anti-aging healthy start pack, that's a combination of minerals, vitamins, and amino and fatty acids, okay?
Yeah.
Your kidneys...
Tangerine.
Yeah, right. Tangerine is just a fancy name for a vitamin and mineral complex, and your kidneys actually need a large amount of minerals in order to function properly, okay? Now, the reason I know this, Sally, is because I had kidney problems in the past, and I had to get over them without going to a doctor and eventually getting on dialysis, which would have led to having the kidney removed, okay? But I was able to get on top of it. And before I got involved with Dr. Glidden, Dr. Wallach, I was skimming around the internet looking for answers. We're going to get into kidney health with Mike and Sally after this break. We'll be back.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, LibertyOnCall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to LibertyOnCall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's LibertyOnCall.org.
My name is Don Wiskin. And at 42 years old, I suffered a massive heart attack and was told I'd be on disability for the rest of my life. What did I do? I created Extendivite, a garlic and cayenne mix of 7 herbs which rebuilt my heart and gave me back my life. For over 17 years now, I have made this formula available to you so you don't have to suffer the same thing I did. Clean your blocked arteries and strengthen your heart and boost your natural immune system. I'm 60 years old now, and I still work every day. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit heartdrop.com. Extendivite is only $69.95 for a 2-month supply of either capsules or liquid.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to produce an endless supply of nano-sized silver solutions right from the convenience of your home. Silver Lungs. With the addition of our unique lung delivery system, respiratory infections are targeted directly, where traditional oral administration simply cannot reach. This pioneering method also preserves the original particle sizes and delivers your silver solution directly into the bloodstream. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at silverlungs.com. That's silverlungs.com.
Welcome back. We're live here on the Dr. Glidden Show. Before the break, we were talking to Sally in Nevada, and she purchased an anti-aging healthy start pack. I got a couple questions for you, Sally.
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been using your products?
Oh, I purchased this a month ago, but I'm scared to take it unless I talk to one of you. So I only will use twice in a month.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Sally, I've been doing this for about 5.5 years, 6 years or so. I have never seen anybody hurt by using nutrients to overcome a health problem. Now, we don't cure or treat anything. Your body does that. Sally, your responsibility is to take your stuff. Now, how old are you, Sally?
71.
Okay, you're 71 years old, so that means it took 71 years to get to where you are right now, okay? There is no magic pill that you're going to take and 5 minutes later you're going to feel good, okay? Take your vitamins, do it every single day religiously, okay? And
You mean the longevity?
Yeah, I'm talking about the longevity pack that you purchased. All right, take it every day and see how you feel. I want you to give it 10 days, and then I want you to call back to the show. It doesn't matter. You can call Dr. Glidden. You can call Dr. Wallach. You can call Ben Fuchs. I have never, ever seen anybody hurt from using medicinal nutrition, and that has been my experience. And, and listen, if you expect to have a health recovery, you can't be afraid to try something. Now, what I would be afraid of is, if I was you, is I would be afraid of dialysis and having a kidney removed. Okay, Sally?
Of course.
Yeah, nobody wants that. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is not waste your money that you spent on those vitamins and take them every day. See how you feel. Keep in touch with the show. And if you want additional information on the side, you can go to glidden.healthcare and become an advocate. Just click on the button that says advocate, and you will have access to Dr. Glidden. And if things go unexpectedly, sometimes they can, then you have access to him or the radio show. And let's leave it at that for now, Sally. I guess the best thing I could say is take your vitamins, girl. All right?
Okay, one more question.
All right, Senorita.
I noticed in the OsteoFX, it has 600 milligrams of phosphorus, and I understand that the kidney cannot filter phosphorus at all.
Your kidney requires calcium in order to function properly, okay? Now listen to me, Sally.
I'm saying phosphorus.
I know you're saying phosphorus, and I'm getting to that. All right, listen. Nutrients travel in packs, okay? Calcium does not work unless it has magnesium, vitamin D, and phosphorus, okay? Now, you need those things. This is the magic combination. A lot of people are running around thinking they need to take calcium, they need to take magnesium, they need to take this, they need to take that. Well, the fact is, all of these things work together, okay? So, like I said, Sally, try it out for 10 days. See how you feel. Now, you might not feel an overnight improvement in the kidney. What you may feel is an improvement in energy, mental clarity, sleep. Okay, those are all signs that it's working. But it might take some time and effort on your part to get on the other side of this. All right, Sally? So I want you to put your trust in Dr. Glidden's experience, Dr. Wallach's experience. And let me just tell you right now, I've seen people overcome kidney problems. Okay, if you need an edge, we're here for you. But the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Take your vitamins, Sally.
Will I go on plant-based diet?
I never recommend a plant-based diet. I mean, listen, you need vegetables, okay? I actually tell people to eat more meat. I mean, I try to have about 3 steaks a week on average. And we're going to be talking about that later on in the show, so stay tuned. Keep listening. Keep listening to this show every day, and the knowledge that you build up through it may save your life. I hear the music. That was a really quick segment. We're going to let Sally go and talk to Mike after this hard break. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. We'll be back after this. And we are back live. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden. Now, before the break, we were talking to this lady in Nevada about kidney health. And she was worried about phosphorus, and because it's in the Beyond OsteoFX. And listen, if you're having kidney problems, chances are good that you are going to be having heart problems, muscle twitches, arthritis, thyroid problems. Okay, these are all arms of the same octopus, okay? The only reason that Dr. Wallach formulated a separate supplement for calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and vitamin D is because you need larger amounts of those. And those are just 3 of 60 essential minerals that your body needs to actually thrive and survive. And if it's taken 71 years for you to have these problems, don't expect it to get better overnight. You're going to have to do a few things. I mean, Mike, we live in a society where people want to take a magic bullet pill and just be better. I've seen it take 3 days, and I've seen it take 6 months. Has that been your experience?
Yeah, it all depends on the situation, right, and how far gone the person is, and also how dedicated they'll be to actually getting healthier. And it's not that difficult. I mean, it's really not much more than changing what you eat, taking your vitamins, and just being a little bit patient.
How bad do you want it?
Yeah, the patience part is what seems to be the killer for a lot of people. It's really just that. It's, you know, they don't want to have to do anything. A lot of people, you know, I myself included, I'm lazy. I'm a human being, right? I want everything on a silver platter.
Right.
But it's just a little bit of effort that you put in, and you can get so much out of it. And people just don't want to put in that effort. They want that magic pill. You know, it's like you said, they just want it instant.
Which, you know, contributed to the rise of the pharmaceutical industry, because they promise you results right now, but nothing worth having is not worth fighting for. And it's really, how bad do you want it? Okay. Now we're going to go over to Teresa in Texas. She wants to talk about rheumatoid arthritis. How you doing, Teresa?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Good. So you got a problem with arthritis, do you?
Oh, yes.
Why don't you talk to me about it a little bit?
Well, I was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis when I was 17.
How old are you now?
I'm 72, and I've had both my ankles fused. I've had recently a knee replacement, complete replacement. I've had surgery on my hands, and I'm in pain.
Yep.
Right now, I'm not in so much pain anymore because my hands are already all crooked and stuff like that. But I'm on medications from the doctor, methotrexate, piroxicam, and I take Luocorin because my hair is falling out due to the methotrexate. And I think I've taken every medication you can think of, from gold infections to Remicade to Feldine,
and all you've got to show for it is a bunch of joint replacements and pain, right?
Right.
And more problems arising from complications from the drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Teresa, how did you hear about our show?
From Harvey from Texas.
Harvey from Texas. Hey, Teresa, could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could you just back up from your phone just a little bit? We're getting a little bit of...
okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you very much. All right. So what I want you to do, Teresa, is I want you to get back in touch with Harvey. And how much do you weigh, Teresa?
I weigh 153 pounds.
153 pounds. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get a hold of Harvey, and I want you to get 2 healthy bone and joint packs through Harvey. 2 healthy bone and joint packs. And when you get those healthy bone and joint packs, I want you to call the show back, and I want you to add something to that, Teresa. I want you to add 1 bottle of Killer Biotic FX. Killer Biotic FX. Now, tell me this, Teresa. When the weather changes, do you get all kinds of problems with? Does the pain increase?
Actually, no. You know where my worst time is during the summer.
No kidding.
Yeah, because I'm inside. Where there's AC going on.
Yep.
If I go to a doctor's office, the AC is right there. My home AC, and during the winter, if I can wear sweaters and jackets and everything, and I'm fine because I'm keeping my body warm.
Right.
Where my joints don't hurt. But
yeah, air conditioning systems are a double-edged sword. They can save your life or they can kill you. I know several people that get sick every time the AC is on as well. And you get microbial activity in your AC unit, and you're breathing that in, and it's breeding microbes in your body, right? So, I mean, the Killer Biotic FX can help with that as well because it's made to kill those microbes that are causing inflammation in between the joints in your bursa sac. There's a little bag of fluid between your joints called a bursa. That's why they call it bursitis. Okay? And you want to kill those, and you want to get things moving in your body so that there's not little bits of bone and material in between the joint that's grinding, and then you get microbes feeding on it, causing inflammation. Not only that, but I want you to talk to Harvey about the 10 bad food list. You heard me talk to the last caller about Glidden.healthcare, and if you go there, you can get a copy of Dr. Glidden's 10 bad food list, and you're going to have to avoid certain foods that are going to cause inflammation in your body. Okay, chief among those, gluten. Okay, barley, wheat, rye, and oats, you're going to have to drop them, and that's all there is to it. And it's going to take some time. It took 72 years to get where you are. You were diagnosed with it when you were very young. And I would really love to hear you call the show back saying that your pain has subsided. Even just 50% would be better than where you're at right now, right?
Right.
Yeah, the goal is 100, but 50% would be better. Mike, have you got anything to add to this for Teresa?
Well, Teresa, you mentioned that you're on methotrexate?
Yes.
Okay, so they're prescribing that for rheumatoid arthritis, but did they mention to you that it's primarily a cancer medication and that it actually stops the growth of cells in your body? Like, it actually shuts down your immune system and it stops your body from rebuilding bone marrow. It really butchers your body. You might really want to talk about getting off of it because there's no real evidence that it's actually useful for rheumatoid arthritis at all. I mean, they prescribe it, but it shouldn't be prescribed for rheumatoid arthritis. It's going to stop your blood from producing your body from producing new blood cells. So your white blood cells are going to basically get destroyed. And what's also going to happen is, do you have problems with bruising and stuff like that?
With what?
Bruising? Do you get like weird bruises?
Oh,
you bruise
yes.
easily?
Oh, yes.
You do, eh? And that's
if I just scrape my hand or my arm under something, if I stick my hand to reach for something, and when I pull it back out, and if I hit my hand on top of the drawer or wherever, I'll get a bruise.
Yeah, and that could be a nutrient deficiency, or it could be a side effect of the methotrexate. That stuff's very, very toxic. So you might want to look into trying to get off of that. Maybe talk to your doctor about getting you off of that, because I'm telling you straight up, it's doing you way more harm than good. The Killer Biotic, I guess that's an herbal supplement that's basically the longevity antibiotic, I guess, from herbal sources, right? Yeah. So maybe you might want to look into, as well as using the Killer Biotic and all the vitamins that Mike suggests, you might also want to look into something called minocycline. So minocycline is a pharmaceutical antibiotic, but it's pretty powerful at killing the mycoplasma that causes rheumatoid arthritis. So, you could probably do a 2-for-1 special on that. Probably do both the Killer Biotic and the minocycline.
Minocycline, okay.
Yeah, just look into it. I mean, don't demand it. Just simply ask about it. A lot of people go into their doctor's office saying, I want this, but just ask about it. But get pamphlets, because, I mean, did you get a methotrexate pamphlet when you were first prescribed it?
No.
Just took their word for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, he didn't give you a pamphlet, because I'm pretty sure if you read the pamphlet, you would have run for the hills. You would have been like, no way, I'm going to take this.
The other medicine that they finally took me off of it about, I'm going to say 2 years ago, was prednisone. I was taking prednisone like crazy, and I had a stress break on one of my legs, and then from the stress fracture, it was a stress fracture, then I broke the same leg 4 days later. And so I was down for about a year with a broken leg, and they finally said that I had bone density. My bone density was real weak, so they took me off of the prednisone. So I don't take any prednisone, which is something I'm very glad about.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad that they took you off the steroids. I mean, prednisone is very, very bad for you. But what troubles me is the fact that they never once in more than 70 years made any effort to tell you the actual cause of your problems, nor did they ever actually give you any information to fix the problem. And that's one of the troubling sides of the pharmaceutical industry. So you've been taken for, a loop, and, they never helped you in 70 years. So I strongly recommend that you take Mike's advice on the vitamins. Like, I'm a third-party person, and I'm telling you straight up, really, really take his advice. Double up on the OsteoFX or that Cal Toddy stuff. I don't mind the Cal Toddy stuff, so you might want to go for that. Really
Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, 2 of them. That's going to give you everything you need right there with the Killer Biotic FX, and then along with Mike's suggestions. And, our advice is not in any way intended to supersede that of your doctor or health professional. It's just to help you get a bead on what's been going on. And so, really, the choice is yours. It rests in your lap. And if you're tired of what they've been doing for the last 72 years, which obviously you are, or you wouldn't be calling this show, the more knowledge you have and that you're armed with, the better you can do. And Teresa, I would love to hear you call back the show and say that you're feeling better. We got another call to get to, Teresa. That is your mission, should you choose to accept it. If you want it bad enough, get a hold of Harvey and get 2 healthy bone and joint packs, 1 bottle of Killer Biotic FX per month. I hear the music, and that means that we got another break. And Mike, that was some great advice, man. That's why we have Mike on the show, everybody. Smart guy. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Glidden. We're going to Derek in Indiana after this. Welcome back. We're live. Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden, and this is the final segment, and it's a short one, so we're going to go over to Derek in Indiana. Derek, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. What part of Indiana are you in, Derek?
Indianapolis in the heart, close to downtown.
Beautiful. I had family in South Bend and Crown Point, which, Crown Point's basically south side of Chicago, but technically it's Indiana, right? So, but real nice area. I love Indianapolis. Last time I was there, I was at the racetrack, but that's not why you're calling. You're calling to talk about a heart condition. Let's get into it. What's going on, Derek?
Yes, I have an older gentleman that's about 65, 67, probably 140, 150 pounds. He has a rheumatic heart. That's his main concern. A little blood pressure issues. He's on medication. We had a talk, and I was kind of bouncing off Ultimate Daily and Selenium or Cardio FX and Cardio Sticks. I didn't know which would be the best for that, along with some the tangy tangerine, and so I just wanted to kind of bounce it off of y'all.
That's interesting because the cardio sticks, I'm not sure about. I haven't used them. I have no experience with them. I guess what it comes down to, number one, I would find out if this gentleman has a shellfish allergy. Okay, I'd find that out off the bat, and if that's the case, I think that I've seen the most success personally with the Liquid Beyond Osteo FX. As far as the Ultimate Dailies and the Selenium go, Derek, you're right on target. Absolutely. So, I've seen people lower their blood pressure to an acceptable level in 3 days. 3 days. And we're not talking about somebody that previously really took care of themselves. Okay? All they did... And here was the case. They were having, it was stage 1 hypertension, just at the point where they would have most likely been put on, rat poison, otherwise known as warfarin. And I called Dr. Glidden because nothing seemed to be working, and all he said was double up on the OsteoFX. That was it. So that's the advice that I passed along to this individual. They did it, and it was 3 days.
Okay, so the Ultimate Daily and Selenium, and then with the Osteo FX would be for the blood pressure, because I'm thinking the blood pressure causes the rheumatic heart condition.
Yeah, well, put it down simply, it's a calcium deficiency, and if you can have them, change their diet, you sound to me like you're well versed on what we do around here. So if you can get this individual to break any bad eating habits and double up on the Liquid Beyond Osteo FX, that's the one that I would go with personally. If they don't have a shellfish allergy, the Cal Toddy is another good one. The cardio sticks.
I'm sorry. I've let him sample the Beyond Osteo FX and the stuff, and it didn't have a negative report. So.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Yeah, that's what I would do. If it was me and it was my friend, I would have him double up on the Osteo FX, the Selenium Ultimate Daily, and it also depends on what they can afford, right?
Right.
So, bare minimum healthy start pack with extra Beyond Osteo FX, and that's go with that. And if this gentleman's still having problems, get in touch with Dr. Glidden or me, and we'll see if we can dial it in. And Derek, I really appreciate you trying to help your friend out this way.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. You have a great day.
Omega-3. Sorry to cut you guys off.
Oh, you know what? I just let him go, but go ahead, Mike. Go on.
Also, I would definitely recommend extra omega-3s because, especially if he's having rheumatic heart disease, it comes from rheumatic fever, and it's it's basically a heart dysfunctions, like the valves don't work properly and things like that. So definitely I would increase omega-3s. Prohoba Omega, isn't that the one that you told me was the omega-3 product?
Yeah, the EFA Plus. It's also a natural blood thinner. So I hear the music, and that means that there's never enough time. Mike, thanks for joining us again. Everybody, thanks for listening. This is Mike and Mike filling in for Dr. Peter Glidden, and we should be back on Friday. Everybody have a happy Wednesday. We'll talk to you later.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water is vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, LibertyOnCall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to LibertyOnCall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's LibertyOnCall.org.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Most of us already know that taking a fish oil supplement to boost omega-3s is a good idea. But did you know that about 60% of Americans are actually deficient in omega-3s? Did you know that most fish oil products contain only about 25% omega-3s and the remaining 75% is undesirable fish fat? Heck, did you know that more than 90% of fish oil supplements sold in the USA are not even made here? If you want to boost your omega-3s using the finest American-made fish oil, check out Nutrigold Fish Oil Supplements on www.fishoil.best. Nutrigold fish oils are independently 5-star certified and guaranteed to be exceptionally pure. That means no more fish burps. Best of all, just one Nutrigold fish oil capsule contains more omega-3s than 4 standard fish oil capsules. Go to www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497 and use promo code BESTFISHOIL to get a free 1-month supply. That's www.fishoil.best or call 888-920-1497.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and bad tweets can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? Reputation.com can protect your good name. Get a free consultation now at 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from Reputation.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
My dad was 59 when he collapsed from a heart attack late last year. Just this past August was when we spread his ashes on the St. Croix River. I loved my dad, but boy was he stubborn. He hadn't been to the doctor in over 25 years. His excuse? He simply couldn't afford it. He wasn't a rich man by any means. At less than $107 per month, LibertyOnCall.org would have been the perfect alternative for my father. Don't wait. Go to LibertyOnCall.org right now, for not just your sake, but for the sake of your loved ones. Again, that's LibertyOnCall.org.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy. For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey guy.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Did you know that select musical tones have the power to heal? By listening to 7 amazing songs that contain these tones, you can experience the power of music therapy.
I used to work in a pretty stressful atmosphere, but I started using the whole tones in the office, and I'm experiencing more focus, motivation, peace, and better relationships.
WholeTones99.com is a unique music therapy program featuring 7 secret ancient healing frequencies uncovered in the music of King David. Now you too can unlock the healing secrets of the Bible, as we are offering a free sample of this music so that you can discover their power to heal, relieve stress, and break negative cycles.
I use the tone to calm my 5, 3, and 2-year-olds to stop the fighting, and it works.
Now you can experience the healing music therapy in the comfort of your own home or office. Visit WholeTones99.com and get a free song. Visit WHOLETones99.com today for your free song. That's WholeTones99.com. WholeTones99.com.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.